you today?
Good. We are good.
Today, let's complete our lesson. We were talking about the media, and we studied an article about the history of broadcasting, talking about different means for broadcasting, like the telegraph wires, the television, and the radio, and all these are different types of the media. Today we are going to study on workbook, lesson 3. You can open your workbook on page number 48. What's the title for the article you are going to read today? Hands up. What's the title for the article? Ziad.
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting is the title for the unit.
Sorry, the power of the media.
The power of the media, yes, the power of the media. The media has a power. It has a great effect on people's lives and society. Some people say that the media makes the invisible visible and the far near. It's a great expression. You can see this expression or this quote in the exam. Some people say that. I say it again. Some people say that the media makes the invisible visible and the far near. So the media has some advantages and disadvantages. It has good points and bad points. Let's discuss these 2 points here. So the media has a great impact on society. Mention the positive effects of the media. Mention the good effects, the advantages. What are the good effects of the media on the society and on people's health? Yes, Muhammad Osama.
They make the world a small village where news and information are available.
Very good. Yes.
Anywhere and
Thank
around
you.
the globe.
Yes. Ali Walid. Thank you, Muhammad Osama.
You're welcome.
It make people can have all of the information about the country and other countries, and they can watch or listen anything.
Very good. We can watch different programs. Thank you. Kareem Ahmed.
It helps people to know the latest news and events in the world.
Yes, Kareem, thanks. Muhammad Ahmed.
It's an important channel of communication.
Good. It's an important channel for communication. Yes. Faris.
Expressing opinions.
Excellent. Good. Muhammad Mahmoud.
People can know what is wrong and right.
Good. Yusuf Sayed.
They can know the latest news second by second.
Yes, very good. In a very short time. Excellent, Yusuf. I really thank you all for preparing the lesson in advance and watching the video. Excellent. I am so happy today. So let's gather this piece of information. You talked about the good effects or the positive effects of the media. Let's say them in other words. So it helps in getting awareness about the world. So the media can help you know what is happening around the world. It helps in bringing the world together. As your friend said, it makes the world like a small village. It's a cheap way of communication. You don't have to pay too much money to keep in touch with your friends, although they are far away. So it's a cheap way of communication. People know what is wrong and right, as Kareem said. Good. And it helps in research and analysis. So the media can help students and scientists to do research, and it's good for education. It can entertain people. So you can spend your free time in a good way by watching useful programs. It can be on TV, on the radio, or reading stories on newspapers and magazines. Advertisement has been made very easy. So businessmen can advertise about their products or about their goods easily on different means of the media like TV, radio, newspapers, magazines. So advertisement has been made very easy. Okay, let's move to the other side. What about the negative effects of the media? What are the bad effects? What are the disadvantages of the media on people's health, on people's lives, and on society in general? Jubran Ali.
It makes it easier to spread misinformation.
Good. It can spread bad information or false information. Good. Muhammad Majdi.
It encourages the people of destruction and negative things.
Yes, it can portray or it can send destructive messages. Good. Amr Mahmoud.
It can adversely affect the thinking ability of people and can encourage negative thinking patterns.
Excellent, Omar. Thank you. Yusuf Atiyah.
It makes the person isolated.
It makes people isolated or unsociable. Good. غربية محمد ماهر.
Leading the weak people to change their mind.
Very good. Yes. Thank you. Ziad Hatim.
It makes you have more aggressive behavior.
Very good. So you can acquire more aggressive behavior, more aggressive thinking, etc. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Now, let's collect them. The potential or harmful effects, the harmful and dangerous effects on people's life and society. Social media is influencing people to stay in and stay online versus going out and being sociable or being social and doing anything physical. As your friend Yusuf said, you said that people become isolated or unsociable. Many young students or many young people prefer staying online and sitting at home and not going out, not sharing people's activities or visiting others. So many children and young people can learn or acquire more aggressive behavior. They can acquire more aggressive thoughts. They can what? They can send more angry feelings, and people become less empathy, or they become less sympathetic. They don't what? They don't share people's feelings. They don't care about people's feelings. Fewer helping behaviors here. People become unready or they are not ready to help others when they need them. It increases their fears by watching different and harmful programs. Okay, this is an introduction for the lesson. Now let's learn the new words we are going to study today. Listen. Repeat. Remote. Remote. Remote is an adjective, means far away, distant. Remote. Remote. He comes to school late as he lives in a remote area. He lives in a remote place. A far away, distant, remote. Innumerable. Innumerable. I give you this word in exercise before. Innumerable means too many to be counted. Innumerable. Look at this picture here. There are different mobile phone applications. They are innumerable. Too many to be counted. Can you count them? Oh, there are so many. Too many to be counted. His innumerable successes brought him big fame. Innumerable means varied, different, too many to be counted. Stop. Deterrent. Deterrent is a noun. Deterrent is a noun, a thing that discourages or stops you or is intended to discourage someone from doing something. So deterrent means an obstacle or something that can stop you from doing bad thing. deterrent. Fines, الغرامات, should be large enough to be an effective deterrent against speeding. The government should impose large fines on people who drive their cars very fast. So these large fines should be as an effective deterrent, an effective stop, or things that can stop them from speeding. Deterrent. Adversely. Adversely. Adversely means harmfully, badly, harmfully, badly. So it's an adverb, it modifies a verb. It comes after a verb, an action verb. Adversely, harmfully. Look at these two pictures here. These two pictures show an earthquake in a city or a town or a country. An earthquake, harmfully, adversely. Here, many companies in Japan have been adversely affected by the earthquake. Adversely, harmfully. During COVID-19, many companies all over the world, especially China, have been adversely affected by COVID-19 crisis. They were affected harmfully. Glorify. Glorify is a verb. Glorify. Glorify. Glorify means to describe or represent something or someone as admirable. Here, we should glorify Allah because He is our creator. We should glorify our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Glorify, so you should describe him as something as or someone as admirable. You like him so much. Glorify. Glorify. They named a school after him in order to glorify his name. You remember Dr. Abdurrahman al-Smith? Abdurrahman al-Smith died in the year, I think, in 2002, and after his death, they named a school after him in order to glorify his name. Al-Mubarakiya School. Al-Mubarakiya School were named after what? After Mubarak al-Kabir, in order to glorify his name, in order to represent or describe him as something or someone admirable. Glorify. Never quit. Never give up. Never stop. Dedication means commitment. The quality of being dedicated. Dedication is a noun, dedicate is a verb, dedicated is an adjective, committed to a task or purpose. You like the teacher. Do you like the teacher or not? Yes, we are very grateful. We are very thankful to your dedication to your work. You are a very faithful person. Dedication means commitment. You work so hard. So we are very grateful and thankful. Dedication. Now, before reading the article about the power of the media, answer the following these two questions, A and B. I'll give you 2 minutes to think about these questions. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of the media? You are going to write just notes. You are not going to write full sentences because there are so many advantages and disadvantages of the media. Now, second question, give a real example, a real life example that affirms or that ensures the freedom of the press in Kuwait. يعني نذكر مثال حي، مثال واقعي يؤكد على حرية الصحافة في الكويت. Before reading the passage, give a real example that affirms the freedom of the press in Kuwait. 2 minutes to think about these two questions. عبد الله خليل.
What do you think are the advantages of disadvantages of the medium? The advantages, it's provide us with the latest news.
Yes.
It is important channel of communication.
Communication. Yes. Thanks a lot.
Disadvantages.
Yes.
The disadvantage, it's has the power of forming and altering opinion.
Yes, forming public opinion. Yes.
I can't hear you, teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Sultan Abdullah. Thank you so much. Omar Mahmoud, what do you think?
The second question.
As you like.
Okay. Give a real life example that affirms the freedom of the press in Kuwait.
Yes.
Kuwait has the most vocal and transparent media in the Arab world.
Yes, very good.
And the Kuwait constitution guarantees freedom of the press index.
Yes, thank you so much, Omar. But these two sentences are quoted from the text, quotes from the article we are going to read later. Thank you so much, Omar. Okay, now listen to me. Here you can write short notes for answering these two questions. The first one, the advantages, getting news. So you can get news easily, expressing opinions. So you can use the media to express your opinion. The disadvantages, wasting time, affecting social life. So as Yusuf said, people become isolated after using after using the media. So wasting time, affecting social life. These are some of the advantages and disadvantages. Now, let's give a real example that affirms or that ensures that there is a freedom of press in Kuwait. في حرية صحافة الكويت. Example. The objections against many wrong behaviors of famous people in Kuwait. يعني الاعتراضات على السلوكيات الخاطئة للمشاهير في الكويت. يعني مثلا نفترض مثلا ممثل من الممثلين أو شخصية مشهورة ارتكب خطأ أو عمل خطأ في مكان عام، تلاقي الصحافة بتهاجمه وتعترضوا عليه. يبقى the objections against many wrong behaviors of famous people in Kuwait. Another example that affirms that the freedom of the press in Kuwait. Here, the last line in the article says, in 2007, Kuwait was ranked second in the Middle East in the Freedom of Press Index. في آخر سطر في الفقرة أو في المقالة اللي هتقرأها بعد شوية بتقول إن في 2007 الكويت صنفت وتم اختيارها المركز الثاني أو حصلت المرتبة الثانية في الشرق الأوسط في قائمة حرية الصحافة. In the Middle East, not in the world. In 2007, Kuwait was ranked second in the Middle East in the Freedom of Press Index. And which one was the first? Lebanon. Lebanon was the first in the Middle East in the Freedom of Press Index. Okay. Now, you are going to read the article about the power of the media. Before reading, notice the title. The power of the media. Look at the picture. Here, the radio is a source of media. And count the paragraphs. How many paragraphs have you got? Who can count? Nasr Yusuf, how many paragraphs are there in the article?
Start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can 8 or 9 start?
8 or 9. Muhammad Osama, let's see. Muhammad Osama?
6.
How many paragraphs? 6 paragraphs. Let's see. Here. The first paragraph here. The last one, paragraph 1 here, negative. This is the introduction. And second paragraph until etc. here, paragraph 2. And third paragraph until public, paragraph 3. And Kuwait, this is the last paragraph. So you've got 4 paragraphs. You've got 4 paragraphs. So you have to notice how many paragraphs before reading the article. غربية, how many lines are there? Notice here the numbers on the left side. How many lines? Muhammad, Maher.
uh,
Muhammad Majdi.
55.
55, yes. Muhammad Maher, there are 55 lines here. So the article or has got 55 lines and 4 paragraphs. Now you've got 4 minutes. You've got 4 minutes to read the article as quickly as possible and underline the good effects, the advantages and the bad effects, the disadvantages of the media on people's lives and on society. Please read the article in 4 minutes to underline the advantages and disadvantages of the media. You have underlined the advantages and disadvantages of the media. Be ready to answer the following questions. Now you are going to read statements in exercise 2. Are these statements true or false? And justify your answer. You are going to write T or F. T for true and F for false. Okay? And then justify your answer. You have to give reason, you have to explain, you have to correct the statement. The first one, A, Muhammad Ali Rabia.
False.
Read it, please.
People cannot control the power of the media and its effects upon their lives.
Upon their lives, on their lives. This is false. Correct it, please.
People can decide in what ways they want to be involved in the area of the media.
Thank you. Right. People can decide in what ways they want to be involved in it or in the media. Thanks so much, Muhammad Ali. Muaz Muhammad.
The media is always a reliable source for forming public opinion. False.
False. Correct it, please.
Media cannot always be reliable.
Yes, it's not always reliable. Thank you. Abdurrahman Mustafa.
the media can be a positive influence open
upon
social
social causes. Upon
uh,
social causes.
true.
True. These social causes like what? Like literacy, health management, and AIDS awareness. Okay, thank you. Muhammad Mustafa Abdul Ghaffar.
The media forces people to think and act in ways which oppose their true
Beliefs.
beliefs.
Beliefs. It's true. Yes. So they can, the media can alter people's what opinions. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, Muhammad Ahmed.
Kuwait has given the press absolute freedom, which makes its media very transparent. False.
Yes, false. Corrected.
Kuwait has given the press freedom within the limits of the law.
Yes, not absolute freedom, but a freedom within the limits of the law. Thank you. Thank you. Ahmed Saleh.
Yes, teacher. Kuwait was ranked second in the world, first in the freedom of press index. False.
Yes, corrected.
Kuwait was ranked second in Middle East.
Yes, in the Middle East. Very good. In the Middle East, not in the world. As the second in the middle in the freedom of press index. Good. Thank you so much. Excellent. I'm really very proud of you all. Okay. Now you are going to change nouns into verbs and verbs into nouns. Complete these lists with the nouns or verbs from the article. You can find help from the article. Here, affect. Ali Walid. What's the noun, Ali?
Effect.
Effect. Very good. Kareem, inform.
Information.
Good. Ziad, achieve.
Achievement.
Very good, Ziad. Muhammad Majdi, promotion is a noun. What is the verb?
Promote.
Promote. Very good. Faris Yasser, encouragement is a noun. What is the verb?
Encourage.
Excellent. Regulate, Muhammad Usama, is a verb. What is the noun?
Regulation.
Thank you. Yes. Muhammad Ahmad, advertisement is a noun or advertisement. What's the verb?
Advertise.
Excellent. Let's check the answer here and write them. So, affect, information, inform, achievement, achieve, promotion, promote, encouragement, encourage, regulate, regulation, advertisement, advertise. So this is called what? Parts of speech, or we can say word families. So you should know, Yusuf, how to change a noun into a verb and vice versa. Excellent. Now, let's move to exercise number 4. You've got here a chart. This chart is divided into 2 parts, the good boy effects and the bad effects. Here, complete the following chart with the good and bad effects of the media on people's lives, which are mentioned in the article. You are going to mention the advantages of the media from the article and the disadvantages of the media from the article, and then add some of your own. You can add some of your point of view here in 4 and 5. I'll give you 2 minutes to think. What are the good effects and the bad effects of the media on social life or on people's life, on the society? And you should write phrases. Don't write full sentences. Okay? Notes. عمر البنهاوي.
The media results in information on the latest events reaching people even in the remotest corner of the country. Just a matter of minutes.
Okay, this is a long sentence. We should summarize it. Okay, Omar, نلخصها يا عمر شويه. اوكي ثانك يو سو ماتش. محمد مصطفى عبد الغفار.
No news and the newspaper.
Good. Yes. Kareem.
Updating our information.
Good. Muhammad Maher.
Develops good imagination.
Very good. Muaz Muhammad.
Forming public opinion.
Good. What about Ahmed Haider?
A channel for communication.
Your voice is not clear, Ahmed. You should say. Yes, it's a means of communication. Yes, a source of communication or a means of communication. Yusuf Sayed.
A channel of communication.
Very good. So let's mention here the good effects. Information on the latest events. Forming public opinion. Clarifying achievements. As a deterrent to corrupt practices. Promoting social causes like literacy and health management aids awareness. What about the bad effects? What are the bad effects or the disadvantages of the media? Ziad Hatim?
Encouraging negative thinking and patterns.
Very good. Ali Walid? Yusuf Atiyah?
It makes people isolated.
Yes, this is your answer. Good, Yusuf. Huh. Let's see, Muhammad Mahmoud.
Giving wrong information.
Good. Muhammad Osama. Let's mention here the disadvantages of the media. So, encouraging negative thinking patterns. Portraying ordinary events negatively. Advertising and glorifying certain issues. Giving false information. Broadcasting inappropriate content for different age groups. So these are the good effects and the bad effects of the media on people's lives. And we have written what? We have written phrases, not full meaningful sentences. Because when you write in a chart or you fill in a chart, you don't write full meaningful sentences. Okay? Let's move to the second exercise. Exercise number 5. This is a vocabulary exercise. Now, you remember we studied 4 words today. 4 new words: deterrent, glorify, innumerable, and remote. These 4 words, match them with the right definitions. You've got here definitions, match these definitions with a word taken from the keywords box on page 48. What does it mean? Jubran, more than can be counted.
Innumerable.
Innumerable, very good. Nasir Yusuf, not easily reached or far away, distant.
Remote, sir.
Remote, very good. Yusuf Sayyid, to describe or represent something as admirable.
Glorify.
Very good. Yes, Gharbiya, a thing intended to discourage others from doing something.
Antivirus.
No. Again, please. Again.
Antivirtual.
It's a new word. A new word from the text, from the new words you studied today. Abdurrahman Mustafa. Deterrent. Deterrent. رادع مانع. رادع مانع عائق. Okay. Now, let's move to the last question. And it's a very important question because it can help you to write ideas in writing a paragraph or writing a report. As this question is divided in 2 parts. Why do you think the media has to be as truthful as possible? So you have to mention the reasons. Why do you think the media has to be as truthful or as honest as possible? The reasons. Why? Second part, how can this be achieved? You have to mention the different ways. How can we achieve, or how can we apply, or how can we make sure that the media should be honest? The media should be trustworthy, truthful, should be transparent and vocal. I'll give you 2 minutes to think about the answer. Muhammad Ahmed.
Because it has a huge impact on the society and forming the public opinion.
Very good. It has a huge impact. Excellent, Muhammad. It has a huge impact on the society, and it can what? Say it again. It can. Yes, it can. It has a power to form public opinions. Right. Good. Kareem.
The media has to be trustful as possible because it has great effect on people and can change people's opinions.
Good.
And this can be by broadcasting realistic news and information to the audience.
Yes, this can be achieved. Very good. Faris.
We mainly depend on to get news and information.
Thank you. Okay. انتبهوا معايا يا شباب لان السؤال ده مهم وهتلاقي فيه اكتر من اجابه. Okay. The first one. I think this is because the media is responsible for forming public opinion. So this is the first reason. I think the media has to be truthful, it has to be honest as possible because the media is responsible for forming public opinion. And we mainly depend on it in getting news and information. We mainly depend on it in getting news and information. How can this be achieved? This can be achieved by putting fair rules and laws in its work and trying to be honest all the time. So we can achieve this by putting fair rules and laws. Another answer, because it is the fourth pillar of democracy and it has a huge impact on society. So we've got 4 reasons. The first, the media is responsible for forming public opinion. The second, we mainly depend on it in getting news and information. The third, it is the fourth pillar of democracy. ركن رابع للديمقراطية. And it has a huge impact on society, as Muhammad Ahmed said. It has a huge impact on society. How can be achieved? This can be achieved by putting fair rules in its work and trying to be honest all the time. It mustn't convey misleading messages. لا يجب أن تلقى هذه وسائل الإعلام رسائل مضللة. Okay, let's stop here. I'm going to stop recording.